Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving into the unique intersections of intimacy and cultural sensitivity in therapy with a special focus on a recent study. Joining me is Dr. Emily Hart, an expert in relationship therapy. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Let's start with the core concept of intimacy-based sex therapy that the study discusses. Could you elaborate on how intimacy requires both separateness and togetherness?
Absolutely. The paradox of intimacy lies in the balance of closeness and autonomy. For lasting desire, partners need a sense of individuality alongside a strong connection. Too much enmeshment can diminish desire as it lacks the necessary tension or polarity.
That's fascinating. It seems like a delicate balance to strike.
It is. Therapeutic interventions often involve encouraging both shared activities to foster closeness and individual pursuits to maintain a sense of self. For example, some couples may benefit from temporarily focusing on separateness, especially those feeling overmerged.
This ties into the idea of redefining sexual success beyond traditional norms, right?
Exactly. Modern couples often face time constraints and fatigue, so shifting the focus from performance metrics like intercourse and orgasm to creating mutual erotic pleasure without pressure is crucial. Weeknight sex can incorporate simple actions like cuddling or synchronized breathing without escalating to intercourse.
Let's talk about cultural competence. Why is this so vital in therapy?
Cultural competence is fundamental because clients come with diverse backgrounds that influence their experiences and expectations. Understanding these differences without biases allows for more effective interventions.
Can you give examples of how cultural differences might affect therapy?
Sure, one example from the study highlights Melanesian cultures valuing speed over duration in sexual contexts, which differs from Western norms. Adapting treatment goals to respect those cultural values is crucial.
How should therapists approach their own cultural biases?
Therapists need continuous self-examination and dialogue. They should actively seek cultural knowledge beyond assumptions, consult experts, and remain aware of their own biases that might affect treatment.
The case study about Sharon and Dave was particularly insightful. Can you summarize the therapeutic approach used?
Certainly, Sharon and Dave experienced sexual avoidance rooted in unmet expectations. The therapy focused on redefining success, emphasizing shared pleasure without pressure for intercourse. Over time, structured transitions and open communication led to renewed intimacy.
It's impressive how a well-structured approach can lead to significant breakthroughs. Any closing thoughts?
The key takeaway is the importance of structure for spontaneity and understanding cultural nuances to effectively address intimacy issues. That holistic approach is essential for sustainable sexual fulfillment in relationships.
Thank you, Dr. Hart, for sharing your insights. And thank you to our listeners for joining us today. Until next time, take care and embrace the balance of intimacy and individuality. Welcome back, Dr. Hart. We've covered some fascinating aspects of intimacy and cultural sensitivity in sex therapy. Moving forward, I'd like to dive deeper into how therapists can practically apply cultural competence in their sessions. Can you elaborate on specific strategies or tools that therapists can use to enhance their cultural sensitivity?
Absolutely. One of the key strategies is active listening with an open mind. Therapists should aim to understand their clients' unique cultural contexts and experiences without making assumptions. It's also crucial to continually educate themselves about different cultural backgrounds, which can be achieved through workshops, reading diverse literature, and engaging with cultural communities.
That makes a lot of sense. You've previously mentioned the importance of not holding biases. How can therapists become aware of their biases and work to neutralize them during therapy?
Great question. Self-reflection is essential for overcoming biases. Therapists should regularly assess their own beliefs and values and how these might unconsciously influence their practice. Supervision and peer discussions are also valuable, providing outside perspectives that can illuminate blind spots in one's understanding.
I suppose it's a continuous process of learning and unlearning. Now, let's talk about the paradox of intimacy you mentioned. the need for both closeness and separateness. How do you balance these dynamics in therapeutic settings?
It's a delicate balance. In therapy, creating a space where partners can explore their individuality is just as important as fostering shared experiences. Encouraging each partner to pursue personal interests and self-discovery can actually enhance the overall relationship by allowing them to bring new experiences back to the relationship, enriching the collective intimacy.
That sounds incredibly beneficial. Have there been any challenges you've seen clients face while trying to integrate this balance into their lives?
Definitely. Many clients struggle with guilt or fear that seeking separateness might harm their partner or the relationship. It's vital to reframe this understanding. Autonomy can strengthen desire, which keeps passion alive. Encouraging open dialogues about boundaries and expectations is crucial in addressing these challenges.
Communication, indeed, seems to be at the heart of resolving many issues. Could you share an example of how a couple might structure their discussions to enhance both intimacy and individuality?
Certainly, I often recommend establishing regular check-in sessions where partners can discuss their feelings, needs, and any concerns in a safe and structured environment. These sessions should be free from distractions and dedicated solely to honest communication. The goal is to create an intentional space for both partners to feel heard and valued.
This systemic approach seems to align perfectly with what we've discussed earlier about redefining sexual success. How does this perspective shift impact broader therapy outcomes?
Shifting perspective from performance to mutual enjoyment often reduces pressure and enables partners to engage more freely and authentically. It paves the way for more genuine connections and shared experiences, ultimately fostering a more resilient and satisfying relationship.
As we wrap up, Dr. Hart, what advice would you give to a therapist starting out in the field of intimacy-based sex therapy?
Stay curious and empathetic. Intimacy is deeply personal, and every client's journey will be unique. Continually strive to understand diverse perspectives and be open to learning from your clients. This openness will not only enrich your practice, but also your personal growth.
Wise words to conclude this enlightening session. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us, Dr. Hart.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.